Thank you, Lord. Okay. We are not going to let the devil steal this moment for these ladies. We will not. Sarah, I'm definitely trying to make it happen. I don't know what is going on today. Let's see, join your video. All right, Deanna, you should have just got a request.
Okay, let's see. Hello.
I will not steal our joy. The devil won't steal our joy. Yes. Got it.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm trying to get Danny on.
Yes. So I had to go in and change my audience to public as well. So that might be tell Danny to go on her settings and change her audience maybe from her friends to public if
You sound distant. I don't know what's going on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it just sounds distant. Danny, it says that it's adding. So it's adding you, Danny. You got to give it a few moments, my love. I can hear you. It just sounds a little distant. You have your phone on speaker?
Yeah, well, yes.
All right, Danny, it is adding you because it's telling me up top. I don't see Danny on here anywhere. I don't know what happened.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah, you still sound a little distant, Deanna. I don't know why.
Mama, does Nova have headphones?
I have no clue what you just said.
I was asking my mom if she had headphones. I don't have any headphones.
Is it just me that can't hear her?
Maybe they have earbuds, but I don't know if they're charging.
Let
Will
us
you go
know
ask
if
them?
there's anybody else that can't hear her very well.
Hey guys, can y'all hear me? She said, somebody else said,
Oh, it
I
sounds
can hear
clear?
you.
Okay, if you can
Yeah,
hear
that's
her,
right.
that's what's
Okay,
most
great.
important.
Okay, great. Okay, good. Yay! Hey, everybody. Is Danny on? Okay.
I don't see her on here. If anybody can reach out to Dan. Oh, here she goes.
Yay! Okay, everybody said they can hear me. Okay. There she is.
Yes. The devil will not win tonight. You hear me?
Yeah.
We are making this happen today. We
Amen.
are making this happen, ladies. Hello.
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 I apologize.
Yes,
I don't know.
yes,
I'm
yes, yes,
definitely not
yes,
the
yes.
technology queen over here, but thank you to everybody that was sending texts in the comments. Y'all was definitely for us. So thank you so much.
Yes. Hey, Danny.
Hi,
Just like
Deanna.
I
Nice
don't
me.
know
to meet
why, but
you.
I can't. If everybody else can hear you, I
Hey
can't hear you.
guys.
Well, I don't know
I
why.
can hear y'all, but I can't see nobody. I could only see me.
I can only see me too, girl.
Okay. I was just
I
going
think
off.
that's only the way that you
Yeah.
guys' lives are. I think.
I don't like
Howsoever,
these.
hey, for everybody, let me just say we have both of our guests now on. We have Miss Deanna Potts and we have
Hey
Miss Danny
guys.
Shields.
Hi,
Ladies,
everybody.
please introduce yourselves.
You can go first, sis.
Okay. I'm Deanna. Um, listen, I've been struggling with addiction for meth and heroin for over 17 years. I've been clean for 4.5 years. Um, I just recently got released from prison this week, and God is restoring me piece by piece and changing my life. And I'm excited to talk to you guys about that tonight.
Oh, praise.
Yes. And that's why
Yes.
you can't join.
I'm Danny. Um, I am. I struggle with addiction for about 7 years, and I am currently 4, almost 5 years sober in November. November 18th is my all praise is due to the Most High God. I am here about to celebrate my 5th sobriety date. That's all I got. That's my intro right there.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all
Yes.
I got.
I'm so proud of you ladies.
Thank y'all.
We are
Thank
Thank you for
you.
going to
having us,
jump
Monica.
right
Yeah.
into it. So the first question that I have for you ladies, um, Danny sent you and let's start with you. What was your life like before addiction?
My life was so good. I can't like my childhood was pretty rough, typical black family story, broken home, grew up a little poor, but like as I got older and I was able to, you know, find my own way and like about like 19, like my life really changed for the better. I went to college. I started meeting new people. I really started tapping into like my femininity. I just became a different person outside of high school. So from like about 19 to 24, 25, when my addiction hit, I had pretty good life. I was able to keep a steady job. I attended church on a regular. I was actually a part of the church ministry, like helping to keep the church up to par, cleaning and things like that. So like that's a good question. When I think about it, I didn't have many complaints leading up to my addiction. I had it going on, in my opinion.
Okay. Deanna, what about you? What was your life like before addiction?
Okay, so before addiction, I was still a teenager. I started a little bit earlier. I started using drugs when I was like 17 or 18 years old. So in high school, I was varsity softball team. I sang on competition choir. I had a good upbringing, but I do come from a lot, well, on my dad's side, family addicts. So I guess something, like everything was just normal.
Okay. Okay. What type of impact did addiction have on your life, your relationships with your family, relationships with significant others, and what type of impact did it have on your goals? Let's start with you,
Okay.
Deanna.
Okay. So, addiction basically took everything from me. I lost myself to it completely. I did every goal that I had as, a young adult, went out the window. I didn't go to college. I started like my criminal activity very young. I was arrested, I think, at 22 for the first time. And from the age of 22, I'm 40. It's just been like a repeat of everything, relationships, everything broken. I had children, and it took me from them. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't I was here for them, but I wasn't here for them, you know. Um, I've stole and lied to all my family members. Like they've lifted me up and believed in me, and I would try to get sober, and I would just go back out there every single time. And so, yeah, like I said, addiction really, it took everything from me.
Okay. And Danny, what about you? I saw somebody ask if you can pull your phone back a little bit.
My bad. You know, I apologize. I have had planned to be on my laptop, but for whatever reason, I couldn't connect from my laptop. So I'm holding my phone. So thank you for that. Whoever asked for the phone, if at any time, let me know and I'll adjust my volume or my phone. Um, but wow, Deanna, I can totally relate to the loss of everything from,
Yeah.
you know, things that I possessed to relationships that I had. You know, like addiction is heavy, so and that's not a weight that a lot of people in your circle can carry. And losing yourself, you're going to end up losing relationships. You know what I mean? Like when I say addiction is heavy and it's hard for other people to carry, the person suffering is one can't even deal with it. So imagine
Right.
people on the outside looking in, you know what I mean, who don't
Right.
know what's going on with you, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, I've lost countless jobs. I mean, and I had some really good, all praises, I had some really good jobs, you know what I mean? Like, and that's one of the reasons why I say I won't possibly be coming back to Pittsburgh, because I've been fired from all the good jobs out there in my field. So yeah, I've lost um, I lost my health as a result of it.
Oh
That's
yeah.
something that I've been able to work on. You know what I mean? Like my drug of choice is alcohol, and that that specific drug can literally attack every organ. So I've had to work with a specialist to get back to where I need to be. All praises, you know, he has spared me. But yeah, so when you speak about losing things and the impacts, it gets deeper than just like possessions, you know.
Oh yeah.
You just you lose more than just yourself. You just lose everything that's around you too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you consider the lowest point of your addiction? Danny, we'll start with you.
You know, that question, I feel like it's like twofold for me, because it's like some people would look at me and think that my lowest point was when I was in, you know, in the ICU fighting for my life. But I gotta say, like, when I got fired from um, one of the good jobs that I was speaking about in Pittsburgh, and I couldn't get another job like on that level, and I had to start cleaning buildings and like bathrooms and toilets and stuff like that under the table. And I feel like that was just like, because I went to college and I did all of these things to secure a better future, and I just didn't know how I got back to clean the toilets, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, I felt like
Yeah.
I think that's still, I still, if I wanted to remember a reason why I didn't want to use, I'll tap into that, the fact that I don't want to do things for money that I don't want to do.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Deanna, what about you? What would you consider the lowest point in your addiction?
Okay. So I think the lowest point of my addiction was um after I got clean for 2000 for 2 years, and I went through the Millennium Center, and I relapsed.
Mhm.
That was the worst, I think, part of my addiction, and I say that because I was allowing just anything and everybody to come into my life, and I was so low. I had an abortion, and I just had men and stuff in and out, and my daughter got hurt by someone that I brought around, and that took me to a place. Of course, I blame myself for that. And that just took me to a place that I had never been before, because now my child is suffering, you know,
Mhm.
like worse than anything, and you can't take that back. You can't change it. Um, so for me, that right there was rock bottom.
Respect.
Yeah. Deanna, I'll start with you. When did you know that you needed to seek additional help?
Um, I get that's kind of hard to answer because you're in denial for so long and you think that you're
Mm-hmm.
okay, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and you think that you can handle it. I think that probably I mean it's like I just woke up one day and like 15 years had passed and I didn't even realize it.
Mm-hmm.
So right. So probably in like 2017, 2018 I realized that I needed help and I couldn't do it myself.
Okay.
And even then, you know, I went back out there. Like you said, in the beginning, like relapse is a part of recovery. I was one of the ones that didn't believe that. Like I thought if I get sober, I'm gonna stay sober and I got
Right.
it this time.
Right.
So when I relapsed, that was like so hard for me to get back up from that.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
Danny, what about you?
When I knew I needed help, legit, when I was working at a job downtown and I would get to work early enough so I could be first in line at the liquor store
Mm.
downtown. And when the alcoholics that basically sleep on the steps off anyway, so they could be first in line, seeing that I was first in line, he was like, "Damn, you're first in line." I was crushed. And then once the cashier started remembering me, like I was trying to go to different stores, but they was remembering me. Like that's when you're trying to like hide your addiction. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're even before you even know it's an addiction, when you're trying to hide certain actions, you're grown. Why do you have to do certain like hide certain things? So it's like when I started being sneaky with with people around me who probably weren't even paying attention to me, that's when I kind of knew I had an addiction. And I also take it back to like when the first couple times when I would start drinking alone, because I never used to do that. Like, but once I became like comfortable with drinking alone, I think
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. It's like because drinking used to be a party thing, like a fun thing, but like once it
Right.
became a part of my routine, um, and then I started struggling with sleeping. Um, I knew, but I like you're definitely in denial. Like you know something, but it's just like, do I know, or am I being extra with myself? Am I being too hard on myself? Because everybody definitely does it. But
Right.
I'd say yeah, I'd say that in that time when I was starting to get sneaky with my surroundings.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. What are some of the lows and some of the highs that you've experienced while on this journey of recovery? Danny, let's start with you.
Um, my lows and my highs in recovery, there's I don't want to start that. My lows or my recoveries. Because it's like I've all praises in this season I've been having some pretty high, but my lows I think is like when I'm by myself and I'm thinking about some of the things that I've been through, like some of the um, memories pop back in my head. Like even if you've blacked out and you've blacked out a memory, like sometimes they can pop up, and then
Mm-hmm.
when it pops up, I tend to dwell on that. I tend to think like, damn, that was really you. You was really living like that. So I think once I'm like in a good space and then one of those memories hit me, I think that's like a reality check that you know life is good right now, but I don't like to think like that, but sometimes it goes through my mind like don't get too comfortable because you know how life could go for you for real.
Right.
Like
Right.
you know you ain't out the clear. Like let's be real. Like I'm all praises. I don't mean to minimize
Mhm.
sobriety time, but I'm going on 5 years. So I'm still very aware of the fact that the monkey is still trying to be on my back.
Right.
Yeah. Deanna, what about you?
Yeah. And Danny, I can definitely relate to you on that because like anybody can fall from any level at any time. And you have to just stay, aware and be focused and that's so true. So for me, and I can relate to like you said, like things just pop up in your mind. Like for music, like if I hear a song or something like that and it was something that I used to listen to when I was back in my addiction, it definitely makes me feel dirty. And I
Mm-hmm.
start thinking about, like the things that I was doing in that moment and in that time.
Mm-hmm.
Praise God that he delivered me from that,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, so I can definitely relate to all that. So I think that like the highs of everything is just like realizing the hand of God in my life and actually like seeing everything unfold in the restoration and the healing, like piece by piece, all the great and amazing things that he's doing for me in my life. And it just makes you feel so good. So like those are the highs for sure for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we talked a little bit about, and I said in the other live, that there are different struggles that
Yeah.
people who have gone through addiction face. What are some of the struggles that you more recently have had when it comes to family, environment, triggers, trauma that has kind of resurfaced for whatever reason? What struggles have you faced?
Mm.
Mm.
Um,
Um, yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Deanna.
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, me? Um, okay, so for me personally, right now in this moment, like I mentioned earlier, I just was released from prison. Um, and so the anxiety has gotten to me a little bit, and just like reiterating, back into society and
Mm.
getting things together is it's stressful because it's like culture shock, the lifestyle, the change, everything is different, and um the responsibility of being a mother and taking my children back, into the home with me. Um, all those things are very stressful. So those are some of the things that I'm dealing with like personally right now.
Respect. That's
Yeah.
deep.
Yeah.
Uh, I want to take my hat off to you. Getting sober on your own, only having to
Yeah.
worry about yourself is already a fight and a battle. So you doing that, tackling it, and motherhood, I respect, and I will definitely be keeping you in prayer through this
Thank
process.
you. Thank you.
Just, remember that your sobriety is for you. Everyone else benefits
Yeah.
from your sobriety, but we doing this
Yeah.
for us.
Right.
I'm just very proud of you.
Thank you.
Um,
I'm proud of you too, girl.
Thank you, sister. So struggles for me, I think when I first got sober, I realized that there's no reset button. Like
Mm.
it doesn't. I Everything that happened in my addiction still took place. People are still are still upset. I'm still upset about some things. Um, and it doesn't matter how much you apologize or how much you try to show people that you are like, back to your old self or getting back um, or changing. You still hurt a lot of people,
Yeah.
and I think dealing with that when I first got sober, and even most recently, I think I've closed the door to a lot of um, pain that I was still suffering from like guilt and things like that because
Mhm.
I have a really good support system now. You know what I mean? And we've been able to discuss how I hurt some people and how I felt like I was hurt or how people didn't show up for me.
Mm.
But learning, when you're first of all, get, having kids doesn't come with a guide. Having a brother, a sister, a mother, nothing in life comes with a guide. But it
Right.
gets even stickier when you have people in your life who are addicts, right? So it's like,
Right.
Once I got to the point like that people were only able to show up for me how they knew to show up for me, it it made those struggles of being angry, sad, depressed because I felt people had abandoned me, people that I felt that I just didn't I expected that those relationships would withstand, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
you know what I mean? But the
Yes.
most important thing that I think that helped me get through the beginning of my struggles with my sobriety is the fact that you don't get a reset button. This isn't a game. This is real life, and
Right.
people don't forget. Um, but it's if you're fortunate, you'll realize some relationships have to die out, but some relationships
Hmm.
get stronger. Um,
Yes.
oh my gosh, like my relationship with my own family on my mom and my dad's side. I I don't wish addiction on me or anyone, but
Right.
what came of it on the other side, my family has shown up for me in this
Me.
season in a different way that I feel so protected. I feel loved, and I don't I wouldn't want to go through it again, but it just shows you who's for you and how you
Right.
should appreciate the people who can withstand some unwithstandable stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes,
Yes.
girl.
Ladies are amazing. Um, in all of this, some people don't realize how you not only are dealing with all of that yourselves. A question that I think that a lot of people need to hear is how does that affect, meaning when you are in your addiction or were in your addiction, what type of trauma did you experience and how did that affect your family and your loved ones?
Mm, mm.
Mm.
Danny, we'll start with you.
All right. This question is really personal to me because I know that my addiction, like I said, it doesn't just affect you; it affects everybody in your
Yeah.
personal circle. And for my family, whoever's listening, I want to send my first public apology to whoever was ever worried about me, specifically my mother, because I would go days and weeks disappearing, and
Mhm.
no family member should have to wonder if you're alive, especially not your mother. Um,
Yes.
so yeah, I was embarrassed. I didn't even like the way that I looked. I was ashamed of just even
Yes.
coming outside. One time I had a black eye. How do I explain that to my family? You know what I'm saying? So I think the the biggest thing that I did, the burden of my family wondering if I was even still walking this earth. That's unfortunate. I don't even know that pain. I've been through a lot with this addiction, but I don't even know the pain of not knowing if a loved one is alive. So I don't wish that on anyone. Um, and for me personally, I mean, I've been to jail. Again, I said I've lost multiple jobs. I've been homeless. My homelessness landed me in a state that I didn't even have any intentions on being. All praises due to the Most High God. It worked out in my favor. I've been here going on 7 years now. I came out here in my addiction and I got sober. But home, I don't think people understand how much homelessness can affect a person, the trauma that people go through who are facing homelessness. Um, Even just watching the news, hearing how they're talking about killing the homeless people, it gave me
Mhm.
anxiety because I was homeless. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
work with that population now. So I don't. I, Addiction can bring trauma in so many different ways that you don't even know that you went through a traumatic experience until you got sober, and that's what be
Right.
scaring me. That's what I
Right.
was talking about when I said I have those memories, and I'd be like, I legally that's rape. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's
Right.
there's some things that it's just like I I don't try to block the memories, because a therapist I was working with says, they'll let the memory go. It's harder to stop to try to think about it than to just let it flow. But sometimes, man, it puts me in a space that it's just like I scare myself, because that's just not me. It's just not.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you for
Right.
sharing that.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Deanna?
yeah, and for me, like most definitely, I can relate to everything you just said, Danny. Like, so the shame and the guilt of everything, and like the things that you're doing when you're in your active addiction, it's like the trauma in itself, but it's like it becomes normal to you, and like you're desensitized from, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you continue to allow it and put yourself in situations, and like, and for me, like I said, like, not only did I put myself in bad situations, but my child
Mm.
was put in a situation where she was hurt, and so yeah, like I can definitely like just agree with everything that you just said on that.
That's bad.
Shame, guilt, embarrassment, hiding away from everything, not wanting to come out, into like the people that you're surrounding yourself with. Like, I took myself to these places because I chose to, through the addiction,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't have to, you know what I'm saying? Like I have the whole time had family with open arms that were saying,
Right.
just like Jesus does us, he's like, come back.
Right.
But I chose those things because that's what I was doing. And it's just so sick, so thank you God for bringing us both out of that.
Ooh. All praises, right? All
Yes.
praises, all praises. I can say it all day.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, ladies.
Feel
Yeah.
me?
We are going to shift the atmosphere a little
Let's
bit
shift it.
because we have,
Ooh.
kind of dived headfirst into the addiction.
Mm-hmm.
What are some coping strategies that you have used, and what has been effective for you, even to present day?
Hmm.
Deanna, let's start with you.
Okay. So for me, all praises.
Mm.
Everything is it's all about Jesus for me. God, I keep him first and last in everything, beginning to end. And it's not like a religious thing, it's about relationship. And I notice the difference when I'm not pouring into my relationship with God. I can tell a difference in the things, the way I speak,
Mm.
like the way I'm moving, the things that I'm listening to, like I know, okay, I'm not giving my heart to God,
Mm.
so um that right there is what works for me. I'm all for, like, NA and celebrate everything, all the meetings and the groups and stuff like that. I'm all for it, but I'm not part of a program, just because, like I said, my relationship with God, is what gets me through. And then also, like, just having connections, like, really good relationships, healthy relationships with other people,
Mm-hmm.
and that are not doing the things that I used to do. That was the
Respect.
biggest thing. The biggest thing too is just changing, your who you associate with, and that's helped me a lot.
Respect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Danny?
Yes. Everything you just said is on point. You know what I mean? Like, I already know that Yahweh has something
Yes.
planned, because why would he spare us? You know what I mean? Even if it's just
Right.
somebody hearing what we talking about, girl, like, because I don't care how much you hurt me. I would not wish addiction on my worst enemy. You
Right.
hear me? Like,
Yeah.
you gotta. I was about to say you got to do something foul, but even at your worst, I am not going
Yeah.
to say I wish you go through that. That's on
Right.
everything. Um,
Right.
my coping is definitely keeping Yahweh first. I have to keep the Most High at the forefront of my life, because I still do have an addictive personality in everything that I do. That's in my friendships, I'm addicted to how my family makes me feel. So I have to remember to keep that space where only God could dwell. When it
Amen.
comes to me
Amen.
having an addictive personality, I want to only be chasing Yahweh. Facts.
Yeah.
So I agree with you on keeping my higher power first. But in addition, there's
Yeah.
also my favorite saying, because you said something that stood out to me. I also don't go that often. Like, I recently went to an AA meeting with one of my clients. She asked me to go. Anyone who asked me to go to an NAA meeting, I'm going. I don't care. But
Okay.
I personally don't go often. But I want to stress that everybody's recovery is different. I would never ever say to someone AA doesn't work, because I've picked up on a lot of jewels from the meetings
Yeah.
that I was forced when I was on probation to go to those meetings, and it saved my life too. Everything
Yeah.
that I went through and had to experience has saved my life, including
Yeah.
going to those meetings. And one of the
Yeah. The
jewels that I picked
community.
up,
Yeah.
you feel me?
Yeah.
One of the jewels I picked up, one of my favorite sayings, is a day at a time. I mean,
Yeah.
that is, I don't know if you've ever heard that saying when you're at your lowest and someone gives you a little bit of hope that even not even just a day at a time, a moment at a time, just stay in the
Mm-hmm.
moment, stay in the moment. I don't think I really understood that until I was laid up in that hospital bed, um, and I was so swollen, from all the poison that I had put inside me, that I couldn't fit my clothes anymore. Like, I was thinking about all the wrong things, except for make sure you stay sober when you leave this hospital. I was thinking
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to
Yeah.
fit my clothes anymore. And I literally said that to one of the doctors who came in, and he could have said, you thinking about the wrong thing, but something in him said, a day at a time, the swelling will go down a day at a time. And
Mm.
even though I heard that the first time in
It hit
AA,
different.
it
Yes.
hit different.
Yes.
It hit so different when you are fighting for your life and a doctor, because one doctor said, girl, you got a 50-50 chance. I don't know, you better say a prayer. But the other doctor was like, a day at a time, your insides are going to heal a day at a time. And him saying that, I don't know. I said that's going to be my thing with everything in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, not just with my recovery. Like, I get so frustrated with myself because I do think I should be further ahead in life. But then I have to remember, with your addiction, like, you stop developing when you're in your addiction. So, I started my addiction at 24. I'm 37 now, so I got some catching up to do mentally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I look
Me too.
37, but I really feel like I'm 30. Like, I really
Me
do. I
too.
feel like I missed a whole lot of time.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, a day at a time. And I think that saying for me makes quitting or doing anything just a little bit easier. It just, because it takes the fright away from having to do it all at once. I think that's what I used to be afraid, like, oh my God, I can never drink again for the rest of my life. Girl, you ain't got to
Right.
worry about for the rest of your life. Can you live till tomorrow? Because you're
Right.
dying right now. So yeah, coping back, and actually, I think that me having something to look forward to, I don't know, like, it feels good to know that I have things to lose now.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
it feels good to know that a coping mechanism is one drink means 2, 3, 4, 5, which means you're
Right.
homeless again, which means you ain't got no job, which means your mom is wondering where you at, and I really
Right.
don't like her in my business in the first place, but when she can't find me, she's really in my business. So yeah, I got to keep all that. Those are all coping mechanisms for me.
Right.
Yes. You ladies are
My
amazing.
mom is like Inspector Gadget when she can't find me, and she calls me the
Right.
stalker. But I'll
My mom is
I'll
the same
digress.
way, girl. My mom is the same way. I
Digress.
put that one through.
Yo, all
I
about
put my
Rhonda's
mom
daughter.
through it.
She gonna
Yeah.
find me, you heard?
Listen, my mama
She
had
busted my
found me
toe.
before at 2 o'clock in the morning in another city. I had my phone off and she pulled up and found me.
So, yo, my mom was like, she put it like a circuit out on Facebook. All my friends was messaging me, calling me and stuff on Facebook. I'm like, is somebody dying? No, we're looking for you. My mom's a
Right.
stalker. Rhonda, are you there? You're a stalker.
Okay,
Oh,
ladies, I'm going to actually put two questions in one.
Copy.
okay.
How has your life changed for the better since
Mm,
acknowledging and grabbing addiction by the throat and looking it in his face and saying
mm,
you will not take me. I am reclaiming everything you tried to take from me.
I just got goosebumps.
So how
Yes.
has your life changed, and what does the future hold for you?
Talk heavy. Ooh.
Woo.
You can
Yes.
go for. I'm trying
You
to
know
get
I
back
get
to
heavy.
first.
Okay.
We gotta bring it out and draw it on out of us.
So much, so much. Okay. So I just want to let me share this one part. A customer came in. So I'm a waitress. A customer came in and laid a little card on the table, and it said, "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they will be filled."
Word.
And like you said earlier about something hitting you different, I looked at that card on the table and it hit me so different. I've read that verse 100 times. There's no telling. And
Period.
I was like, you know what? I have hungered and thirsted after everything in this world, and I was empty. And
Ooh.
when I saw that, it was like, oh God, like this is it. Like I knew that, like, hunger and thirst after righteousness. So
Fact.
So, like I said earlier, like everything being restored to me, I have so much good stuff going on. Like I've got so much support. I just, signed a lease on a house, and
Let's go.
I'm getting my children back. I
Let's
just
go.
got my 16-year-old a car. I'm about to get a
Amen.
car tomorrow. Like I
Oh,
got some good
yes.
stuff, really good stuff going on. I'm training to be an assistant manager at my job. And before I even left the prison, I had the codes to the safe and the codes to the keys on the outside access to the building. And that says a lot about the change in your character and
Yes.
how someone
Yes.
else sees you.
Yes.
And allowing
Yes.
me,
Yes.
that was huge for me because I was a
Respect.
thief. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, so yeah, my future is bright. My children's future is bright. Just being able to actually live and fully live and love
Mm-hmm.
my life and love the people that are around me and not have to look over my shoulder, not have to worry about a lie that I've told,
Mm-hmm.
um,
That you ain't gonna remember.
that I'm not gonna remember, that I'm gonna lie about again. Right. Um,
Fact.
just all of that. I just look forward. I just look forward to living life and loving it and being here for everybody and just God is so good.
Isn't he?
Yes, he
Because we
is.
could
Yeah.
say that all day. Fact.
Yeah.
Um, mine, can you I heard what's the future hold? I can't remember what the second you said. It's a twofold question there. Monica.
So she had said, like, how's your life changed since being in recovery? Like, what are,
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
for
and then,
sure.
And what does the future hold for you?
yeah.
That's a
And then
copy.
okay.
All right. So my life has definitely changed. You know, during my addiction, I was the biggest liar. Ugh. I just, it was like water. Like, is the sky blue? No, it's purple. Why? Like, I don't know. So for me, people definitely trusted my word, having the keys back to my
Yeah.
parents' house. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like now, if I'm lying, it better be a judge or police around because I ain't got nothing to lie about. Not a
I
thing.
wasn't feeding.
You know what I'm saying? Like, please. So, for me, God, again, not being homeless anymore, a place to call my own. No one can ever tell me to get out, ever. Get the F out. Those words resonate in me. That is another coping mechanism to stay
Woo.
sober. That to not to have to rely on anyone but Yahweh, because he made it so that he put me to a whole nother state where I had no one but him. So yeah, for me, it looks like not waking up hungover and sluggish and having to call out of
What?
work because I'm trying to make an
What?
excuse. And there ain't no new excuse because I didn't use the last three excuse the last three times. So I don't know. And I'm, getting caught into HR because now I'm getting fired. I've
Mhm.
probably been fired from about good 6 jobs. I've been in New York. Even though I came out here in my addiction, I was able to. I've never been fired out here, and I think I know that it was God's mercy because I had a plan. My one job, I was like, I'm going to work for 3 months, and I didn't want to purposely get fired. But if I got fired, I was cool with it because I knew I was going to get unemployment, and I was planning to just get drunk.
Oh,
Facts. I
right.
had it set up, but my boss just would not fire me. Like she really to this day we're in touch. I don't know what she saw in me. I don't know, but that I think definitely saved my life. So I'm able to now keep employment, and because I can keep employment, I can pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? And all praises. My job really is. I'm at a job where I'm happy. I don't have a job. I have a
Yes.
career, and I'm happy. I've been working since I was 16 years old, and I've never said I was happy at a job. My first job was Popeyes, and I'm 37 years old. So I've been at my job for over a year now, and it's the first time I'm happy. I've had financial event like growth. You know what I'm saying? So for me today, Danielle is sober. She's God
Praise God.
fearing. You all
That's
praises,
right.
right?
Yes.
She can keep a job, and she got her own crib, and she's actually able to help her family out in times that they might need some extra support. And I've never really been in a position to do that. Um,
Praise God.
all praises. It just hits different. Like I don't know, but like I'm thinking about it right now. The fact that I don't wake up with a hangover is a great feeling.
Yes.
And to have a hangover for days straight, and to not know what it's not like to be in a fog, and to now have every day clear. That's just an
Yes.
accomplishment for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then for me, the future, all praises due to the Most High God. I want to be a wife. I want to be a mother. Um, I want to. I'm currently enrolled what's called out here in New York KSAC, where I'm working to be a certified drug and alcohol counselor.
Oh,
I just
yes.
applied.
Praise God.
All praises, right? I
That's
mean, I ain't live.
awesome.
I didn't.
Yes,
We didn't go
girl.
through
That's
this for nothing, girl. Gotta help the next
right.
man. You feel
We
me?
gotta, yeah. Yeah.
Um, and I just recently applied to for a master's program. So all of the things we can have if we just stay sober. You know what I'm saying? And I plan to get everything that the devil stole from me, and everything that
Yeah.
the Most High still has in store for me. Because
Yes.
it's up. It's up.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
Y'all that on this live, please, you all, let me be correct. I do have a little country in me. Put some hearts for these ladies. They did an amazing job. It takes a lot
Yes.
of courage to get
Yes.
on here,
Oh, I
not only
enjoyed it.
share your story, but share your heartache, share your pain, share your
Mhm.
struggles, share your
Mhm.
testimony of the things that you have gone through in life, and to be able to overcome them. So let's please give them some hearts and some claps to show the love for them.
Thank y'all so much. I
Yes, yes,
appreciate
yes,
y'all
yes,
just
yes,
tuning
Yes.
in.
yes.
Thank
I
y'all.
love it.
Thank y'all.
Really, this was
Whew.
therapeutic, Mon. Thank you for having us.
Yes, I
Yes,
enjoyed it.
yes. What I would like to do now, what I did not mention in the beginning, this is Celebrate Recovery Month. So if you are in recovery and you are on this live, drop in the comments your recovery time. I don't care if it was a day. I don't care if
Yes,
it was
yes,
5 years.
yes.
Drop your
Amen.
recovery. You need to be celebrated as well.
Yes,
We need to
yes.
celebrate you so that you know you are supported.
All
We
praises.
care. You can do this. You deserve to
Yes.
be celebrated. We are going to show you guys support as well. We are going to show you support as well. So, what we are going
Amen.
to do, if you guys have any questions, because I did see a question earlier and I'm going to go back to it. If
Mm-hmm.
you have any questions for our guests, drop it in the comments. But while you are dropping these in the comments, one of our guests, she, let me say this. The first time I heard her, I didn't believe it was her. I didn't believe it was her. So I had to kind of
Double
peep
take.
around the corner. I was like, is this really her? So while you guys are dropping your recovery times in the comments or any questions that you have, Deanna is going to grace us with her beautiful voice.
Let's go, girl.
Okay. All right, just a little something, okay?
Okay.
This has been my go-to song for a little bit. I love it.
Praise God.
I love you, Lord, for your mercy never fails me.
Mm.
All my days I've been held in your hand. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. And all my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good. Every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God.
Yes.
Yo, let's go. You finished? Wait, I
Yes.
was just, you done? That's it?
Whew.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it.
What's
Ah,
up, girl? Beautiful, beautiful,
yes,
beautiful.
yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
yes, yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
Thank you
And you're
so
This
much
beautiful
was,
too, Danny.
for blessing
I
us
really
with
enjoy
that.
doing this with you, and I
this
hope
was
that we can.
amazing. This
Yes,
is
add me
amazing.
on here, girl, so we can be friends.
And you know that. Because as you pray for
Period.
me,
You're
I'm going
my
to be
See the
praying for
sister.
connection we
you.
got going here?
That's
Yes,
Yeah.
I
it.
love
Like,
it. I love
we in
it.
this together. We in this
Yes, we
together.
are.
Yes, and I need you. You need me.
Thank
Definitely. If I may, Mon, I wanted to tell everyone about my podcast coming out.
Yep, I'm actually going to do that. So you hold that thought for 1 minute. I already got you. I'm ahead of you.
Yeah,
I
slow
didn't give y'all
down.
everything. I'm ahead of you.
Thank
So
you.
hold that thought for 1 second.
Okay.
Let me get myself together first because Dan always makes me cry. Which is
Man, I was
stage
like, are
2.
you done? That's it?
I'm glad I don't have no makeup on because it sure would have been wiped off right now. Okay.
Word.
They
Um,
said we need to run this back. That's right.
Such a
um,
beautiful voice.
what
Thank you.
I would like to do before we get into what Danny was just talking about, what are some words of encouragement that each of you can give to someone who is in their active addiction right now? How can they be encouraged?
Mm. You heard my mom in the background. She said, "Don't give up." That's right.
Respect,
So
Mom.
yes, yes. Like there is hope. There is hope, and there is a way out, and there are people that will lead you there. And I mean, it's a scary thing. I can remember coming to the Millennium Center. It was one of the hardest things. I had literally had a needle in my arm that day, and to let go and just go. You know, like you have to. You know, like in your mind, you're like, I can't do this, and then you get. But there are so many resources, and there are so many. You know, there's so much help. There's so much help, and don't believe the lies, you know, that this is it for you. Like you don't have to die out there, and you don't, there's so much more to life. And it's like being resurrected, honestly. Like that's exactly, I was saying that last night to somebody, like from death to life. And it is possible, and not just for me and not just for Danny, and for anybody who wants it. So, you know, that's all. There's hope and there's a way out.
Yes. Thank you so much.
You said that so perfectly, sis. The resurrection part, I literally feel like
Yeah.
I know I don't want to be corny, but it's definitely a rebirth right there. Like,
Yes.
my earthly birthday just passed, but like I'm looking forward to my sobriety day. Y'all wait, like turn up for me then, please. Like I was getting, my phone was definitely flooded with the birthdays, and I appreciate that. I'm trying to tell you, my sobriety date, people remembering that, especially the people who seen me go through everything. I'm the most hardest on my mom about making sure she called me on my sobriety day, because she was no easy woman during my addiction. She was not easy. So if anybody better remember, my mama remember. But for anybody, I wish I would have known this part. For anybody who is still using and still suffering, when you do come back, I don't like to say when you're ready, because I feel like people think that you're not ready. You just because you haven't done it yet, it doesn't mean you're not ready. You want this, you just haven't gotten to that part yet. So I trust me. We know you want it. It's just not feasible for you in your situation right now. But when you do get there, when you do get to the point that this is the day that you're ready to come back. Not ready, the day that you are coming back. Don't be worried about who's thinking what, who's going to
Mm,
remember what, who's judging what, because they already talking about you. Let's be clear. Everybody's
right.
already talking about you because you're using. So getting sober and going to a rehab center is not something to be feel
No.
shame. You know, getting help is definitely not getting help. You should feel like you're not you should feel guilty in that space by denying that you need help. But when it's time for you to go on and get help, I was afraid of the comments that were going to be said about like how much weight I had gained, or
Oh
how
yeah.
bad my face broke out, or like, you know, I looked like a completely different person. And then like I don't know who's seen me in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I was out there in those streets. So I don't know who remembered what, because I don't remember. So what if I walk past a stranger and they remember something I don't remember? What I'm
Right.
trying to say is I'm
None
going to
of it
speak.
matters.
I'm going to speak because I know that my mom and my family are listening. So I'm going to say it differently. Forget what everybody thinks.
Right.
That's
It
why I
doesn't matter.
say, even if you have kids, your sobriety is not about anybody but
Right.
you, right? So once we start putting our sobriety and the reasons why we're sober into other people and other things, as soon as other people and other things disappoint us, why are we sober? Why are we still working on our sobriety? So just come on home. Come on, get your blessing, because
Yeah. That's right. Come on
no one
home.
no one's judging you. No, people might be judging
That's
you, but
right.
who really cares
Right.
at the end of
Who
the
cares?
day? Like, for sure. That's what I would say. Don't worry about what people are possibly thinking or what people possibly might say. It's all about you and the recovery, your recovery, because everybody's recovery is different.
Yes, I
Yeah.
love it. I'm going back looking. I did see a question. I'm trying to find it again, but it asked you guys how, something along the lines of, how do you deal with sobriety when there is a death?
Mm.
I'm trying to find exactly how it was worded.
I
I
saw
had
that.
looked
I
it
saw
for.
that too, but so but I didn't.
Um,
Oh
I'll,
yeah,
I'll,
here it is. Okay,
that's
You
the
found it?
it
question.
says how can being in sobriety for a year affect the trauma of a parent passing away? Why do people who are in addiction shy away from people? So those are the two questions you were asked. The first one,
So
sobriety affects trauma from a parent passing away. And the second question, why do people who were in addiction shy away from people?
Mm-hmm.
mm, um now that for the death part, I don't understand the question about the death part. Like maybe I don't.
I think
I
they're
mean,
saying
because death.
how do we stay sober when we're dealing with
Okay.
things like death, right?
Right.
Um, I guess I'll say this: the person who died doesn't want you to die,
Right.
right? So it's like you want to drink yourself into an oblivion because you're so sad about this person dying, but that's not what they want. They
No.
they Most people who passed away, like your mom and your dad, they've lived their life. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And
Or it
they
was
don't
their
want you
time.
to cut your life short be, because of your sadness. Death is all around us. Every people is going to continue to pass away every day. So but being aware of the fact that you feel deeply and you struggle with death, you know, that's important to possibly work with a therapist in that capacity. But keep in mind, the person who recently passed don't want you to join them no time soon.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
And what was the
Thank
other
you
part of the
guys for that.
question? What was the second part of the
The
question?
second question was, ooh, um,
It's over.
I can't remember what the second question was.
I believe it was how do we stay sober, right?
Mm,
How about this? We can go back and
okay.
look through the comments later,
And comment on it.
and
That's
we
fine.
can type it in and answer in the comments, because I want to
I,
be
Okay.
cognizant of other people's time as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
Yeah.
My brain cells a little alcohol.
Yes.
I don't remember.
What I would like to do now Danny does have, let me back up a little bit. When I reached out to these ladies to do this, when I tell you the alignment just was timely for both of them, the
Oh my
alignment
God.
was timely for both of them. When I reached out to Danny, she was telling me about, progress with her job and school, what she was getting ready to do. And then when I reached out to Deanna, I'm like, are you crying on the phone? Why are you crying right now? But unbeknownst to me, right before I called her, that's when she got her release date. And it was like, ugh, what? That's not even why I'm calling. No, I didn't know that happened. I'm calling to invite you to something. So it was definitely all alignment with this. And what I want to do is acknowledge, because like I said, they have some wonderful things going moving forward. Danny, if you could tell us about your podcast that you
Yes,
have coming up soon and
thank
very
you.
soon. And make sure you guys add her so that you can be alert and aware of when it comes
Yes,
on. Add her.
yes. Thank you so much. First, I want to say thank you all for tuning in. Monica, first, thank you, Yahweh, for allowing us this day. Our
Yeah.
praises. Thank you for
Yeah.
giving Monica the wherewithal to put this together and allowing her to think that we will be ready to step up to the challenge to put this together with her. So thank you for that, Monica, for giving us this space. I did read in the comments, someone said, why do, when you're in your addiction, why do we shy away? That was the question.
Right.
And um, I,
Yes.
I kind of touched on that a little bit. It's a lot to do with guilt. You know what I mean? Like we, especially when you've been, like, say you've been missing for a couple of weeks and then to pop up out of nowhere and have to tell your family you lost another job, or explain what a black eye, why you got a black eye, or
Yeah. The
how
shame
you,
definitely.
you know what I'm saying? How you gain
Yeah.
so much weight because alcohol has so much sugar in it, and especially when you were on a journey to lose weight and then you ended up gaining that weight back and more. You know what I mean? And so, for me, I think people don't want to have to keep on explaining themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It gets to the point like, and then not only now that I'm explaining myself, what are you going to do with that information?
Right.
Or, no, a lot of people that were questioning me and having things to say, I think Danny's an alcoholic or this and that. No one ever followed up with, how can I help you, sis? I'll
That
go to the
Right.
judgment.
you.
Right.
I'll do this. Like, it was too much judgment. So for me, I think
Literally.
people don't
Yeah.
want to talk about it because I just told you all my business, and now what?
Yeah. And
Now
it's
what?
so hard to approach somebody that's in active addiction. Sorry, I wasn't trying to cut you off, but
You good,
from
sis?
I remember like my uncle and my cousin were visiting from Montana, and it was at my dad's, and there was like 8 or 9 family members, and I pull up and I'm been up for days, and they're sitting in a circle in the garage, and I know they had been talking about me, and so I come and sit down, and it was like I said, what is this, an intervention? And literally it was like a pin drop. No one said anything to me, when really inside I was crying out like I wished so bad that they would have been like, yeah, that's exactly what this is. you know?
Your family be
Um,
quick to do an intervention, don't they? I
but
love
it
my
was
family.
like, it's so hard. Sometimes people just don't know, like, and like that's on the opposite side of, like, why do we shy away as addicts? But sometimes like it's opposite, like other people shy away from addicts because they don't know how to help them, and they don't know how to approach them, or what they can say and what they can't,
Respect, respect, respect,
Right.
respect.
Yes. Yes.
So,
We are
but
winding
yeah,
down, ladies. Because the first live would not act right for us, I am going
Yeah.
to repeat that if anyone that is on here or anyone that watches the replay, if you know or are in a crisis yourself, please contact a trusted person or trusted local resource in your area. If you do not know anything in your area, there are national services that can link you with somebody in your area for any type of alcohol or Alcohol Anonymous. The phone number is 866-351-4022. For substance use and any other type of addiction, you can call 1-800-662-4357. If it is an emergency, I'm getting tongue-tied sleeping, call 911. Or if you need support, or if you're a person who is supporting a person in their active addiction, you can call 988 or text 988, and you will be able to get someone immediately who will be able to support you. Okay? For anyone that is wanting to contribute to Liam's network of support, we do not only do these lives, we do in-person support group sessions, we do education in the community, we do virtual support group sessions as well. And to be able to do these things, we do need funds. So if you are wanting to donate, I have already pinned it. It should have popped up automatically at 9:30, both on my personal page, but I'm trying to get you
Did
all
you
to
hear?
go to the Liam's Network of Support page. Unfortunately,
That's
right now, the live does not work on that page. You have to go so many days. But the link to be able to donate is in both of those pages, both myself, Monica Harmon, and it is in the Liam's Network of Support page, to be able to provide these services to teach individuals and to help them learn that they do not have to be victims of their trauma. They do not have to lead a life of isolation and being alone. There are ways, there are tools, there are techniques, there are services that are out there to support you in any and everything that you need. Sometimes you just need a little guidance, and we will help you get to where you need to be and make sure that you are supported all along the way.
Let's go.
And if
Amen.
you want to send stars, you can send stars too.
Yeah.
Next
Okay.
month's topics.
The podcast. Okay.
There's a
Oh
little star button
yeah.
on there somewhere.
Yeah.
Just so that you guys know, next month I do not have the dates yet. Intentionally, I will be putting them out at the beginning of October. But next month's topics: the butterfly effect of breast cancer. So we're going to be talking about the butterfly effect of breast cancer. And this speaker for that, she's phenomenal. She's
Let's
good.
go.
And she
Wait
is
to join
in
in.
remission herself.
Cannot
And
wait to
then
join in.
the second one, You Can't Have My Life, the reality of domestic violence. So
Okay.
stay tuned. Make sure you go ahead and like, share, follow the Liam Network of Support page. I am trying to push everything over there, but Facebook is just a little delayed, but we're going to catch up. We are going to catch up. So make sure that you like and follow and share. If you or anybody you know need any additional services, our contact is on the Liam Network of Support page. You can contact us there. Ladies, I'm
If I may,
honored, and I
I'm
thank
sorry.
you so much
I
for
didn't.
joining this live today and sharing your stories. I appreciate and I love you both. To
Can
everyone
you hear me,
watching,
Monster?
continue
hear
on
me?
your journey, heal,
Can
and
you guys
pick up
hear
the
me?
mic and reclaim your voice.
Yes.
Much
Yes.
love to
We
you
hear
all.
you.
Can you guys
Love you
hear me?
too.
Love you,
I love you
ladies.
too.
I don't know if you guys hear me.
Yes.
I just wanted to say I didn't get to too much touch on my podcast that's coming out on my sobriety date. I put that in the comments on November 18th. It's supposed to be airing. We'll be working throughout this month to get the episodes uploaded onto YouTube for you guys to check in. It's going to be called Raw Recovery, Addiction No Bullshit, the community. And on there, we won't be just talking about drugs and alcohol for addiction. We won't just be talking about addiction for recovery. We'll be talking about recovery from all walks of life, a trauma from being recently incarcerated, employment issues, health issues. So when we're speaking about recovery, we're not going to be just speaking about addiction. It'll be people recovering from all walks of life that most people might not be able to relate to, but that one person that's calling in, you guys might have that connection. So please do look out for that. I will be posting on my page. I know Monica said she didn't mind sharing. So again, this is just more networking for us to keep on pushing this recovery thing.
Yes, yes. And this is not going to be our last time working together, so you shall see us together again.
Thank you,
See us together
sister.
again. And Dorian, I saw your message, baby. I'm so proud of you. Dorian is one of my original babies from when I first graduated from college. I am so proud of you, sweetheart. And keep doing and being the best version of yourself that you can be.
That's what's
With
up.
that being said, Everyone have a good night.
Thanks.
Peace, baby.